Well, many of you have been in relationships that haven't been favourable, they've been less than favourable. Your partner laughing off needs that you have and parts of them that are necessary in a relationship aren't being shared. It's like a broken tooth or a foot out of joint, not very comfortable. They don't seem to have a consciousness of the elements that you're asking for as the rain descends here this morning. And you're starting to question yourself as to how you're going to navigate this relationship, watching this person disintegrate, which is reflective of narcissism, degenerative devaluation of things that did matter at the start. They don't matter now. And of course, this brings frustration, stress, disillusionment, anguish, confusion, and things that really hurt and harm your position in the relationship relative to what you would desire. Your desire towards a relationship starts to be questioned within yourself. And of course, if you don't make a stance or say something to the effect of, this is not what I'm looking for, the relationship will diminish anyway. A lot of people don't share how they feel on the inside. They don't talk about how they feel on the inside, and of course this sabotages any attempt of resolve. Resolve in this culture is not something that is overly valued. It'll be valued to the extent of what the person wants. People usually resolve only as far as getting what they want. Once they get what they want, you cycle back to the devalue situation. A lot of people start relationships well and end them poorly. Unfortunately, this is how it works these days. People become complacent and unaware of their partner's needs, or lose value in the concept of their partner's needs, and this leads to breakups. Now, breakups aren't always the end of the world, but they are always consequential. There's always going to be some kind of mental internal ramification that we have no control over. It's universal, it's how we're made, it's what happens to us when we bond to somebody and then the bond starts to be challenged. By way of human nature, our sinful nature will challenge our love bonds and cause us to question if everything's going the way that it should be. And if it's not, then is it deliberate, or is it something that can be worked on? These are all the things that we need to consider and reconsider and work on as a couple. Try and get things right where otherwise they would not be. And there's not always a guarantee that things will turn around. When people start to dwindle or diminish, or there's a situation that they just won't resolve and they have no consciousness or self-awareness of that, you have to be brave enough to say, look, I don't want to endure this. I don't want to endure the mental anguish and torment that this is causing me. this could be better, this relationship could be a whole lot better than what it is. But for whatever the reason is, it's not. And I don't want to go through the motions any further of trying to work out something that has not got the value for the situation to work. And this is where people go their separate ways. That's what dating's all about. There should be no hard feelings. Today, with the failure of marriage, and it has failed miserably in most cases, look at the statistics for yourself. You can argue all you like. You look at the statistics, I don't think our culture is set up for marriage to be able to work. There's too many options, too many temptations, too many things that turn people away from the values and principles and disciplines that are necessary for a relationship to work the way that it should. And the dog's got a testosterone rush going on. He's gone a bit silly there. Very quick little dog. And this is where people get hurt, harm, maim, swap partners, triangulate, cause problems, cause trouble, not only for themselves but others involved. It goes round and round in a vicious circle, and you wish you never got started or involved in the thing. But this is what happens. This is what you sign up for. This is the risk that you take when you venture into a relationship. Relationships are now not something that are for everyone. A lot of people are settling for the casual, sexual marketplace. That really doesn't work for anybody either. Usually nothing good comes out of that. There he goes, he's all testosteroned up, he's running around on his own, look. He's all testosteroned up. Good boy, go on. Go on. There he goes, he's running around on his own, look. Very happy in the rain. And I guess, you try to be happy and try to be at peace and try and make things work, but that's not always the case. You're going to have your ups and downs, and that needs to be accepted. Go on. Go on. And these are all parts of the things that happen with relationships. It doesn't always go the way that we would like. And when that starts to happen, it can be a very uncomfortable place to be in. Sometimes you have to ride it out and things turn around and become better, become settled, work out in the long run. If you're working through whatever the issues are with integrity and things. But other than that, it could be an uphill battle to turn things around and get them on track again. If the situation is not based on integrity, somebody's become a compulsive liar, they're disappearing, they're possibly emotionally or physically or both involved with somebody else, they've triangulated with a family member who doesn't like you, or this kind of thing, it's probably a good time for you to detach and let that person get on with what they're more interested in. Start to rein your shared part of yourself back in. Find a way of getting peace within yourself. Remove yourself from the liabilities of that person and put your life in order through exercise, sleep, diet, and other things that are going to improve you. And look forward and learn from your experiences and never go back.